more than a game. I've been on, caught a wave, going up all the way. Gotta go, I can't wait. Put the city on my back, full speed across the map. Say the world, no cap. All I know is gotta go fast. I've been on the run, ain't no slowing me up. Winning, got the rings and now I'm running it up. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
I don't know what happened, but we've been eating good this month. Sonic 2 drops, it slaps. We get a confirmed third movie. That end credit scene, I won't say anything because I still haven't made my video talking about it yet, but I'll talk about that end credit scene and the movie in another video that I'm working on, but that's besides the point. Sonic Speed Simulator drops out of nowhere. Fan game endorsed by Sega for Roblox. It's Roblox, but I mean it's doing well. It's mainly got a bunch of just positive feedback and reviews so far, and it's just a really fun time to be a Sonic fan. And you know, I feel like this momentum, it just keeps building, and I hope it builds and it doesn't plateau, because if it plateaus, then I'm gonna be sad boy hours, but that's okay. Then we get a leak for Sonic Origins. Nothing too big, just some key art, probably just, some promotional art that leaked from the marketing team, but it looks so solid, it's so crisp. I love seeing everyone in their classic form. I love the classic art style. But not only that, the trailer and game features and the price and the release date comes out the very next day. What's going on here? Like, I don't know what to geek over most. I don't even know where to start. This is the most consistent action we've had in a long while. Overall, the reception has been mainly positive. Alright, let's just back up a little bit. So last year, 30th anniversary, Sonic Central, talking about all the good stuff for Sonic coming out that year since it's the 30th anniversary. Back when Origins was first announced, we were all hyped for the official remasters of the classic era game. Who wouldn't love to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the current console? Considering that I, for one, never actually finished or beat the game, but that's totally fine. I, for one, am super hyped about the updated visuals and the widescreen. What? Yeah. Updated visuals, updated sprites, widescreen. Like, this is gonna be awesome. As excited as we were, there was no set release date, just a vague promise of coming soon to a theater near you.
Stay tuned for a preview of 2 new Disney classics coming to home video.
Post the Central, days that turned into weeks, that turned into months, was just full of speculation and inferred what have yous on the very little information we had to go off. So basically almost nothing. As the days went on with no new information on the revamped classics, familiar tones and wariness towards Sonic Team with the lack of follow-up or news about the title began to sink in. Hard cut to Tuesday, April 19th. An image of the main classic cast leaks onto the internet. Everyone loses their shit. Everyone's here, and they all look so good. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Buttnick, Metal. All in a simple yet beautifully crafted in what seemed to be a clear marketing image, like Mania-esque artwork, but with a little bit of, extra ump to it. I just really love how the gang looks in this spick and span Mania-esque style. Sonic Twitter blew up practically all day, basically all day. That's all we talked about the entire day. This single image got the hype reignited for Origins. We were fiending, spazzing, frothing at the mouth from just this image alone. Just how much longer are we gonna have to wait for more? Spoiler alert, we didn't really have to wait that long. The very next day, we get a trailer. Not only do we get the trailer, gameplay, extra features, extra modes, playable characters, music selection, stage selection, all the nuts and bolts and extra bits and details about this game are just given to us. And on top of everything, we get a release date. June 23rd, 2022. Sonic's 31st birthday. It only makes sense to drop this anniversary title on Sonic's birthday. So when this trailer dropped, of course everybody lost their shit. Everybody and their mother and their donut lords were just hype and excited and just wanted this game now. Wanted every single bit and piece of information that we could possibly get. So far, this is what we know about the game. The game includes Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD, all newly remastered, and is going to be released for all major consoles, including PC. Each game features all new openings and ending animations. However, as much as that gets me hyped, Sega, if you replace Sonic CD's opening and ending, I will end you. There will be riots, unlike the likes of which you have never seen. Fuck a Toei versus Junio. Like, the wars. World War III will start. I hope there's an option to look at the new animations, but you better keep that Junio animation in there. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, each game will have new unlockables, extra content, challenges, new areas, and special stages. There will also be a classic and anniversary mode, with the addition of unlimited lives and full screen resolution, for a throwback feel or for endless, unhindered fun to enjoy the feel of these classic titles. That's just the base game. The deluxe edition will have bonus hard missions, additional music tracks, which, might I add, Hyper Potions has returned and has done the trailer music for Sonic Origins, and it slaps. I've been banging to it for the past 2 days. It's Hyper Potions doesn't miss. Letterbox backgrounds, new character animations, and an island camera, considering I think that's for the 3D models that is going to be implemented into these games for the worlds. So we can look at, we can basically map out the worlds and see how they fit, how the levels fit and correlate with one another on an actual real map, that's just dope. On the development side, when the trailer dropped, Headcanon officially announced their involvement in working with Sega to recreate Sonic 3 and Knuckles, making this their 4th time working with the Sonic IP. And for those who don't know, Headcanon is a team of people who also worked with Christian Whitehead when they made Mania. So it's the same people, give or take from that team. They're basically the same people. Headcanon also worked previously with Christian Whitehead's team on past Sonic remasters. Sonic Origins marks the complete official remastering of the mainline classics. Okay, I didn't want to wait too long to make this video because I also wanted to, throw my hat in the ring and get my thoughts out there. But the main reason why I kind of waited a day or two was because I really wanted to see how the fan base reacted to all of this new news. So here are just a couple of my thoughts that I've noticed when I was scrolling through Twitter and just asking some of my other Sonic friends about how they felt about Origins. In my opinion, I feel like Sonic Origins is going to be the best way to enjoy these classics, with hopefully no bugs, easy to pick up and play, great game feel. For a lot of people who do emulators, and I know there has, Sonic 1 through CD has been emulated and ported by other people, Christian Whitehead included, for mobile and for Steam, I believe. But considering it's an anniversary title, I just feel, and the specific features that are going to be in this game, I feel like this is going to be the definitive way to experience these games. And also because with the anniversary modes, it's going to be a great way for old fans to discover a new way to enjoy these games we've enjoyed for years. And the classic mode is a classic mode, so you can play that however you want. This is just great for the longevity, and not even longevity, it's just great to keep the legacy of these games alive. Now, the animations, I love the animations that they did for Mania. I really loved those shorts that they put on Sonic's YouTube channel. I really hope we get to see more of that, and you know, because it's supposed to be, I really hope we do see more stuff like that, because I thought those animations are just really cute and they're really well done. And from the little snippets that we see in the trailer, they're top tier. Like, I just love whenever Sonic has 2D animation, because I miss 2D. Like, the CG animation, like, it's fine, it's great, it's cool for what it is, but I just miss 2D animation. So anytime we get 2D Sonic, I'm all for it. I am head first. Let's give me more, please. Another big hope is that this remastering of these classic games paves the way for, you know, the important 3D titles to get a remaster as well. Everybody since the dawn of time has been craving and begging for a re-release or a remaster of Sonic Adventure games, Heroes, and Unleashed, and even Generations. Honestly, I don't feel like Generations really needs a remaster, because Generations is a very well-made game. Maybe it could just, maybe just some revamping, not really a whole remaster, just, you know, maybe updated visuals. But I feel like because Generations has that whole mod scene, the longevity of that game has honestly probably been the best out of the mainline 3D Sonic games, because the modders have been keeping that game alive, and I give full respects for that. Okay, as much as I'm hyped for this game, I'm more hyped for the impact that this remaster is going to have on the franchise. I feel like this is a really important step that Sega probably should have taken earlier in terms of Sonic Team and how they were going about keeping the franchise alive. But I feel like a remaster is probably one of the best things any long-time franchise can have. I mean, just look at Crash, look at Spyro, Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Some of those have been going on for literal decades, and the only way that those IPs stay relevant is obviously making consistently good content, but I also feel like it's important to remember where you came from, and just, you know, here and there, not really cater to, but let the older fans know that, yeah, no, we love this franchise as much as you do. So here's a little, you know, tidbit, you know, here's something from the earlier days of the franchise that you might remember, or you can, you know, share with newer fans, and so newer fans can find an appreciation for where this came from. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the no life system, and I don't think they're really taking into account the gaming climate of today, because most games don't have a life system. The life system it's an outdated feature. It's an outdated thing in games. No one's playing games to make sure they have the most amount of lives. Lives are not necessary anymore. It also allows for newer players to just hop onto the genre without any annoyance of keeping lives, because how many times have you gone into Marble Zone and you get fucking stuck, and then you keep losing all of your lives, and you're just like, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this game anymore, I'm over it at this point. Like, it helps new players just go on and enjoy the game. It gives it a pick up and play kind of feel, like a lot of mobile games have. Except, although a lot of mobile games do have, like, the life system, which is annoying, because, you know, you run out of lives, and it's like, oh, well, come back in 30 minutes and you'll have all your lives. It keeps you coming back for more, but that's how mobile games are made. But for most mainline games, I don't think the life system is necessary. And it's an option to turn off the life system. So if you want to play these games and play them like how you used to play them as a kid, that's totally fine. Just keep the lives on. I like that it's an option, and I appreciate that it's an option. You know, they just didn't take it out altogether. Okay, I'm kind of going off script here a little bit, even though my script is really just notes at this point. Like, just I've seen a lot of people upset with how the game is priced. Alright, so we've talked about the good, we've talked about the okay. Now let's get into the issues that have already risen from all the new information that we've gotten. So, trailer drops, awesome, everybody's hyped. Release date drops, everybody's hyped. It's soon, it's coming out this year. A lot of people's biggest problem with this game seems to be the price. The base game is $40, while the deluxe edition is $45. Extra $5 for a little extra, you know, unlockable stuff, DLC basically. I've seen a lot of people have gripes with the price, and I understand people have different finance situations. However, I feel like people aren't really looking at the entire picture. They see the price tag and they're like, wait a minute, why am I paying $40 for games that are over 2 decades? Granted, let me just break it down a little bit to where it'll make sense once I break it down. I feel like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I feel like the price is warranted. It's 4 games, each game for 4 games at $10 a game, remastered, new sprites, new content, new animations, extra content, both classic and anniversary mode. So essentially, you're kind of getting, I don't know how to break it down math-wise, but for longevity and replay value. I feel like $10 a game, that's not that bad. Honestly, the extra $5 for the deluxe edition for some, DLC, it's whatever, I guess. However, that first chart that Sega released and they broke that, whoever made this chart, Sega, you need to fire your chart guy or get them into some chart making classes, because this is the most confusing chart I have ever seen in my goddamn life. But thankfully, a Twitter user at LefemStar91 compiled together a much more coherent chart. So Sega, you need a chart guy? Hire this guy, because they know what they're doing. I'm sorry, I don't know your pronoun. Basically, they broke it down. For base game, you get the main game, mirror mode, unlockable, letterbox, unlockable. Everything else is DLC. For the deluxe edition, if you pre-order it for $5 extra, all the DLC stuff, you get it immediately. Honestly, I feel like there really shouldn't be like a deluxe version. I honestly feel like they could have just kept the base price at $40 and included all the DLC with that, or like maybe the DLC drops. I would have preferred what they call DLC is just unlockable in the game. So the more you play the game, the more you're able to unlock. Or how about you just pay for the game, $40, and everything that's in the deluxe edition is in the base game. Maybe that would fix the price for some people. I don't know. But again, in my opinion, I feel like $40 for the base game is a fair price, considering most other companies would charge you $60 and up to $80, especially if they're calling it a deluxe edition. I feel like we kind of lucked out with $40. But if it's anything to go by, any consolation, I got Mario 3D All-Stars for $60, 4 months after they said they're not making any more copies. $40 is not that much. But again, that's just my opinion. If you feel different, you can hit me up on Twitter. Let me know how you feel in the comments below, or at me on Twitter. I would love to talk to you guys more about this and just get the feedback. I'm kind of rambling at this point because I don't have any more of a script, but again, I would just love to get feedback from you guys. But so far, that is all we have on Origins. I am so hyped for this game. So mark your calendars, June 23rd, Sonic Origins. It's coming, and it's coming soon.